lot. But the product that I want to mainly talk about is what's it called? Molding paste or wax, whatever you want to call it, for like the dry look with your hair. Because a lot of guys who do have the faux hawk, I don't have a faux hawk, I have a mohawk because I have hair back here. I don't think you can see it, Ken. But what I use is I use the Johnny B molding gel. I don't know why I'm talking too much gel. Molding paste, and it comes in a green container like this. This one I think you can get it for like $5. I'm not sure. And the bigger one, which is like this big, a little bigger, is like $7. I'm not sure. I seen it the other day at a store, but I use this one a lot, and I actually ran out. The one that's in here is another one that I took a sample of and I put in because I didn't have anywhere else to put it. But the one that I used was this one, and it's really good. It really gives you that good dry look, and your hair stays in place. If you sweat, your hair might kind of wave up if your hair's not straight, because I do straighten my hair, so sometimes you might have to straighten it and apply a little bit of product again. But I do recommend that one. Another one that I do recommend, but it's a bit more expensive, is the Enjoy products. I don't know if I've ever talked about them in the videos, but I have worked with Enjoy before, and the Enjoy products carry a what is it called? A dry wax. And you can use this dry wax for so many things. You can even use this one for so many things. You can use it for hairstyling. And what you do is you take the product and you run it through the hair to keep those flyaways put together. And this is actually the Enjoy wax in here. The stuff that's in here, it looks kind of weird, I bet. But that's just wax. The thing about Enjoy is a lot of their products are really organic, so it has a funky smell to it. But your hair's not going to smell like the product, but it does have a funky smell when you try to smell it. It kind of smells like plasticky. But I do recommend it. The Enjoy one I know is a bit bigger. I was trying to see if I have something. The Enjoy one's like about this big. I don't know how to explain it. It's probably like this big. Oops. But it is more expensive. I think it's like $20 when this one is $5 or $6, and it's pretty large. You can go to johnnybee.com and order there, I think. I'm not sure. You can find it at beauty salons. I know beauty salons carry a lot of it. This is the one that I use, and it tends to keep my hair, you know, pretty even. I either use the Johnny Bee one or the Enjoy one, the dry wax. But that's what I wanted to talk about. And also for the haircut that I have the mohawk kind of faux hawk thing going on. I get the mohawk guideline because I do get asked that a lot, because a lot of people do it with the clippers. I do mine with shears, with the scissors that you use for cosmetology. So that's how I get my hair cut. Now, I haven't cut it in a really long time, so just know that if you don't cut it, your hair's not going to stay in place that much. It kind of tends to pop out. So when you do have a fresh haircut, it does tend to stay a little more put together. So that's just a quick tip for you guys out there that are trying to get that dry look, because I didn't know about this, and as stupid as it sounds, I didn't know that that's how you got that dry look. So I thought that I would actually share that with you guys, because that's something that I wanted to know. Now, moving on from that, I get asked a lot sometimes on what brand of color do I use, do I dye my hair, blah 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 blah. Now, I do dye my hair. I've actually recently started doing it, and I actually dyed my hair recently, which was yesterday night. And what I used Clairol, and that's the brand that my school works with, so I used Clairol. And the color that I have here, which is a little darker than what I normally have, is a 5NN and a 5N, which is the same, but I didn't have enough hair color. And the 5NN, I used a demi, and the other one was a permanent, which you shouldn't really, I don't know if you should do it or not, but I don't recommend you do it. But if I do recommend, if you're going darker, go with a demi, which will just kind of penetrate the hair, but it'll wash out. Now for the blonde, I use several different bleaches. I use the Clairol bleach, and I use the Paul Mitchell bleach, which is on the scalp and off the scalp bleach, and I toned it with a 9AA, which has a blue base. So you can find anything that has a blue base and you can tone your hair with. I know that L'Oreal has one. Now let me grab one. Excuse my messy room. I have a mess. I haven't cleaned it forever. And L'Oreal uses this one. Oh no, the L'Oreal has the one that's 71B, I think it is. Looks like this, and I don't know if you guys can buy this one. This might be for professional use only, and this is a medium ash blonde base blue, but I've never worked with this one. My aunt does a lot. The one I worked with a lot is this one, and I use a 20 developer just to lift a little more, and once it's at the tone that I want, if it fades out, I kind of use a 10 developer just to penetrate color into it. But when I do my retouch, I do this. And also one thing that I started doing is using these professional, I don't even know what these are, I don't know what the brand is called, Rogues or something, but this is just like a kind of like a stain, like a purple shampoo kind of thing. But what I do is I put this on my blonde and I just let it air dry. Like I'm wet just the blonde and I'll let it air dry, and what it does is it makes it really, really white. Like I don't think you can see how white it really is. It kind of gives it a yellow tone because of the light that I have. It gives it a yellow tone, but when you look at it in person, it's pretty light. It's almost a white color. Like my skin looks orangey yellow, I think. I'm not sure. I'm trying to see through the mirror, but that's not how my skin tone is. So this is what I just recently started doing. I so far liked it for the first time that I used it. I'll probably do a review more on this later on once I start using it more, seeing how it leaves my color and all that. One last thing that I wanted to talk about, because I just seen this the other day and I bought this. Now at Benefit they have things like this, and if you guys can't guess what this is, it's a brow filler thing. I guess, yeah, like people use pencils to fill in their brows or shadows. I use a shadow, and this is from NYX, and this is in ECP03, I think that's what it's called. Ooh, I think that's what it's called. It's back here, and it is in Taupe Ash, and it comes with a little angled brush and a spoolie. I only use the spoolie. I don't use the brush because I use the MAC 263, which I actually recommend the 266 for your brows. And it just comes with two shadows, a lighter one and a darker one. I use a darker one since I just recently dyed my hair, and it comes with a wax that you just apply over. And honestly, for $4 that I paid for this, it is so worth it, because you're going to benefit in paying like $6-7. You're paying like $40 for something like this at Benefit. When if you don't have so much money to spend, you can always just go and get something from NYX. Now a lot of people feel that NYX is not a good quality. NYX has an amazing quality from what I've seen, and personally for $5 for one eyeshadow, I think for three eyeshadows, I think that's amazing. That's how much I personally pay every time I go and buy NYX products. I pay $5 for three eyeshadows, and it's the one that comes in the little I don't want to say quads because it's three of them, but the little palettes that they have. And you know, you can go to MAC and pay $10 for an eyeshadow when you're can pay less than that, you know. It's always about bargaining, you guys, especially if you don't have money. So I recommend you, if you're starting out, going with NYX. It's an amazing brand that I know a lot of people use, and I personally will recommend this brand to anybody out there, because this brand, it's so inexpensive and it's such a good quality for, you know, for what you're using. And then again, some people will say you get what you pay for, but honestly, this is really good. I am loving it, and I've had it for a few days, but I am loving it that I had to mention it on this video. And I have used NYX to fill in my eyebrows before. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think I have anything else to talk about, and it is pretty late and I am actually leaving. It's almost 10 o'clock and I need to get out of here. I don't think you can see